So I've taken a look at a lot of keyboards around $70, and I think this one might be the absolute best that I've ever been able to type on for the price. Recently I reviewed the Aula F75 Pro, but I think the B75 Pro from isnt might just top it just barely. A couple things to note with this keyboard: it has double shot PBT keycaps, it has pre-loop stabilizers, silicone spacebar fillings, it has multiple layers of switch pads and foam and everything to make this keyboard sound amazing. It even has that function knob, and then it's also tri-mode connectivity, so it pretty much has everything you would want out of a sub $100 keyboard. For your switch options, you have options between cocoa cream, blue gray, and then milk switches. You have 5 color options for this keyboard, including purple, pink, gray, which we have in this video, dark gray, and then black. All 3 options are pretty nice, but I will say I think my favorite's probably the gray or the dark gray. So the B75 Pro from isnt comes in at $66.80. I've seen it go down to around like $62 depending on what kind of coupon Amazon's running at the time, but yeah, pick this one straight up from Amazon. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome keyboard for the price. Now, most of these $70 keyboards are gonna be about the same in terms of unboxing experience and what they come with and everything, but these are gonna be your typical instructions and things like that. And then we have the keyboard nicely wrapped inside, surrounded by some nice foam, and then the accessories over there as well. Taking a look at the accessories here, we have different colored accessory keys for the keycaps, and I think these are really cool looking color, but I'm not going to use these. I actually do really like the space gray color theme on this keyboard that we bought today. And then included in for cables and stuff, we have color matched cables. And nothing crazy here, honestly. This is kind of like one of the downsides with this keyboard. The actual cable, it's nothing impressive really. It's just like a flat white color. It'd be nice to see if it was braided, but if you're gonna be using this wirelessly, which this keyboard does support with tri-mode connectivity, this isn't that big of an issue. And for me, I'd probably end up just going ahead and replacing it with like a coiled sleeve cable. So not the end of the world there, but it'll get you by. Then you also have your keycap remover and switch puller right here. So that's always nice to have in a hot swap keyboard. And similar to the Aula keyboards as well, and most of the keyboards, they're gonna tell you with connectivity and stuff like that, with multiple languages and stuff. This I actually really like a lot. It really goes in depth on the content list, the Bluetooth connectivity, every single connectivity actually, and then all of your FN shortcuts nicely laid out on this little sheet here, which is very, very helpful. So we love to see that. And taking this thing off right here, we have the B75 Pro, and this color scheme is sweet. You can see here on the top, we have our 3 options for connectivity. We have USB-C, Bluetooth, and then the 2.4. On the bottom here, we have our flip out feet. They are 2 spot adjustable, and you have your anti-slip pads, a nice little just plastic insert telling you your keyboard, hot swap, B75 Pro, and the sound, guys. That's really what you guys are here for, honestly, and that's why I think it's my favorite keyboard so far. There are tons of layers in this keyboard that allow it to sound this nicely, and for the price of $66.80, you really cannot beat the quality and the feel of this keyboard. So one of the benefits to one of these keyboards as well is the fact that you don't have to use software. And as someone who is very, very anti-software nowadays, that is a really big selling point to a keyboard like this, mainly just because of the fact that it's just everything you need to do can be done on the keyboard itself. So again, if you are a software focused person, you might as well get a Hall effect at that point. But for those of you watching this video, it's probably not that big of a deal to you. So really, this keyboard is so awesome. And you also have abilities to change RGB lighting on the go here. So we can use function and insert, and that will change pretty much through a bunch of other options for your keyboard. And then along with changing the actual mode and effect of the actual keyboard, you have function end, which will change the color of the keyboard itself too. So once we find a nice mode we want to be on, we'll go to end, and yeah, you can see here, these lights are pretty bright in this little overhead spot right now, but you can kind of see, you can kind of go through pretty much every single color option you could imagine to match up your own setup. This is a nice blue color scheme, which I really like here. So yeah, this thing is sweet. Let's get to the typing test because that's what you guys are really here for. So I hope that typing test did justice for this keyboard because this thing is amazing for the price. I think this might be the best keyboard that I've been able to type on in this price point. they just keep getting better and better, so I'm sure I'll be able to tell you guys that same exact sentence about 6 months from now whenever they release the C75 Pro or something like that. But this thing really is awesome, and I think it barely beats the F75 Pro from Aula. Now, that one definitely does have a darker color scheme, and the switches are a little different, but for the most part, they are very, very similar. In my opinion, I think the stabilizers in this build are just a little smoother than the Aula F75 Pro. The 75 Pro was a little more scratchy, in my opinion, compared to the B75 Pro. If you want a little more information than I gave you in this video, I'll have the link to this keyboard in the description down below, and you can even pick one up yourself. It is an affiliate link, and it will help us out as well. But yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. I really think if I had to switch out a keyboard here at the office for my daily driver, this would be it, honestly. And if you could catch it on a sale down to around like 60 bucks, it is honestly a no-brainer to go with anything other than this in the sub $100 price point. Anything after that, I'd recommend Hall Effect, just in the event that you would actually use the Hall Effect features. But for something that is not Hall Effect and you want a nice, creamy typing experience, I think this is it.